Week 7, Benny and the Bets. I'm going to tweet out my actual picks in addition to the commentary here and keep a running list on Twitter here moving forward. That's my goal, to increase accountability because I want to be authentic, and I have been, but I want to continue to do that. And I'm looking at lines this week, and I definitely think Vegas now has more data and they know what's going on. There's really not a ton to really get behind super confidently this week, which is why we play DFS. However, there are 3 picks that I like, and the one that I'm most confident of putting a Benjamin down on, although I will be honest, I'm not that confident in any of these, but gotta throw that out there for the brand. But my favorite bet of the week is actually the Bengals at home getting 3.5 points against the Browns, and if you want to money line it, you can get a pretty decent return there as well. If you look at the quarterbacks, this has been a theme on this for me, is I'm betting against Baker Mayfield. And Baker's not 100%. They'll be without Austin Hooper. They'll be, once again, without Nick Chubb. Their defense, especially in their secondary, I'm not exactly sure where they're at right now, but they've been banged up. Jarvis Landry now has a cracked rib. I just don't believe in Baker Mayfield. Now, Kevin Stefanski has been able to get the most out of this team, and they can definitely find enough offense against the Bengals defense. However, I believe in Joe Burrow, and I actually think Joe Burrow is the better quarterback in this game. We get the Bengals at home. How much does that matter with COVID? I'm not exactly sure. But to get that many points in a game where I legitimately think the Bengals have a chance to win, I really like that because we've got Joe Burrow out here balling, throwing at Tyler Boyd. A.J. Green had a resurgence last week. And then T. Higgins, his dynasty value is skyrocketing. He's playing a ton, and he's balling out right now. Gio Bernard is a very good replacement for Joe Mixon. So overall, we have a really good spot here, getting points, getting a good spread, getting a good line if you want to bet on the money line. Second favorite is the Bucks -4. The Bucks, I legitimately think, are one of the best teams in the NFL. Forget all the Antonio Brown excitement. Just look at this team. Look at what they did against the Green Bay Packers last week. Yes, they're on the road. Yes, the Raiders are better than I thought that they would be. Obviously, I'm not a fan of the Raiders. However, they're a good team. I don't think that they're a great team. I think that good defenses, like we saw with the New England Patriots a couple weeks ago, can definitely, get to Derek Carr. And Derek Carr has played very well. I don't know about very well, but he's played well this year. But I think this Bucs defense, like they did to Aaron Rodgers of all quarterbacks last week, can get to Derek Carr, and Tom Brady and company should have enough to cover that 4-point spread. I like that one as well. And then I like the Lions. The Lions are getting points. Yes, they're on the road. The Falcons, we know. Up until last week, were doing nothing. I don't think had won a game, fired their head coach. Obviously, this is kind of a pick-em, why I'm not super, super confident in it. But the Lions are getting 1.5, and if you want to go money line, you can get a little bit of juice there. It's Stafford versus Matt Ryan. It should be a fun fantasy game. And I just see this as a game where if DeAndre Swift keeps it going, that's awesome. He has a great matchup against the Falcons. It should still be a split there. But I just see Matt Stafford having a blow-up game eventually. He was dominating the league in the first half of 2019 before he got injured. Kenny Golladay, Marvin Jones, T.J. Hawkinson, I believe Danny Amendola is playing today. The passing offense is great. Yes, it's great for the Falcons as well. But I will take that 1.5, and maybe in some places you can get 2 points because I definitely think the Lions have a decent chance of winning today. That's it. I don't really feel great about any of the other lines, and I've been honest about I'm trying to stick with money lines and spreads and not really focus on over-unders as much because I think that that's a little bit tougher and a little bit more random and tough to predict. And player props are great, but that's not really been my focus, my specialty, unless I'm just kind of throwing them in there. I will bet on those from time to time and add them to my Twitter thread for accountability and my record and all that stuff. But that's where DFS comes into play for me. So take a look at my Cash and GPP articles. Take a look at my other videos. These are my 3 favorite bets of the week. Good luck, everybody. Let's get some money.